First, we're going to start by prepping this kitchen. I have a team of 3 of us. My son John, my bestie Tina. We have such a good time working together. It makes work fun. John's taken off all the hardware. Tina's laying down paper and protecting the floors. We're bagging off all appliances, protecting the countertops. We're going to take these cabinet doors off. So to keep it organized, John is going to label each door with a number assigned to where it goes. So when we have to reinstall them, it won't be a problem. We set up a workstation out in the garage, and because it's a sunny, beautiful day, we're bringing it right out on the driveway. We set up sawhorses and tarps to protect the garage floor. Tina's going to start by deglossing while John continues to prep the interior. We're removing all of the drawers and putting them up on the protected countertops. Tina will then come in and continue the deglossing, which is really, it's an emulsifier. It's a liquid sanding product that will etch into the varnish, pulling it off on her rag. This is a wonderful way to prep a surface. It gives it tooth so that when we start painting, our product adheres well. And I will list the product in the show notes just so you can find the exact product that we used easily. I immediately start priming the doors. I'm micro rolling the primer on with a tight napped micro roller, and I'm using a small cut-in brush just to cut in around the hinges and all those fine deep crevices and grooves. So while I'm outside doing the doors, John and Tina are inside priming all the drawers and the boxes. John will then follow up with caulking all the cracks and separations in the cabinet that need to be sealed. I start painting the first coat of enamel on the doors. Now I'm cutting in first here because I'm using a product from Benjamin Moore called Advance, and this is my favorite paint. It goes on so thick and full of luster. It's buttery smooth to paint on and really just needs one coat cut in. I will, however, do 2 coats on the rolling because I am doing it just as thin as possible to build up a nice smooth finish. So as you saw, John and Tina are in there painting the cabinet boxes while I start the antiquing on the doors. I'm cutting my blue shop paper towels in 4s. So I have little, perfect little squares. And then I'm soaking them in mineral spirits. I'm going to apply the glaze with a chip brush. I always pull the hairs on the chip brush because they tend to want to fall out. And so I pull any loose ones out before I actually start glazing. Now, in case you missed it, I went ahead and wet the cabinet door with the mineral spirits so that when I apply my glaze, it will just apply very smoothly And then I take a wet paper towel, again with mineral spirits on it, and I just start wiping off any of the overlay and cleaning up that line. I'm just going to angle my finger just right to get a nice sharp line. There's 2 grooves here that I'm filling. The reason I am using mineral spirits is because my glaze is an oil-based alkyd. Now, it's worth noting that my paint is a latex enamel. With a latex primer and enamel paint, I can put several coats on without waiting a long dry time. And yes, every now and then I can bring my little Princess Isabella on the job. So while John is finishing up the painting, I'm going to follow him doing the antiquing. When all the antiquing is done, we'll hang all the doors and clean up.